Hey guys, Jake here. Wanted to hop on here and talk about the truth about 10,000 steps, okay? Obviously in today's world, we have always heard about the 10,000 steps idea. And before I even jump into anything, I'm gonna frame this up in this simple way of I'm never gonna tell someone to move less. I literally just wanna break down what the literature is actually telling us in today's term, okay? The fun fact is this idea of 10,000 steps actually came from a Japanese marketing campaign in 1960s, right? It sounded good, it was easy to remember, and ultimately it stuck. It stuck for the last 6 decades or so, right? But in simple terms, what does the research actually tell us of where we need, okay? So a huge umbrella review came out with 53 studies that is actually over in Australia that actually broke down this data for us. So simple terms, 2,000 to 4,000 steps per day, just 2,000 to 4,000 steps per day significantly reduced the risk of death and disease. Okay, let's bump that up to about the 5,000 to 7,000 steps per day. That was associated with a 50% lower risk of mortality and chronic disease. And really over that 7,000, 7,500 step number per day, that started to, or as in our benefits, started to level off or mitigate quite a bit. Again, hard stop. I'm never going to tell someone not to shoot for 12,000, 15,000, 20,000. So I think there's a huge benefits on just mental well-being, feeling good, moving your body, being out in nature, all of those things, but just purely steps and wrapped around chronic disease, combating chronic disease, all cause mortality. This Australian research study found that about 7,000 steps, 7,500 steps per day is a great number to be shooting at, right? And again, this should be a big just sigh of relief for everyone that is going to be listening to this video, as I've heard it over and over and over again, someone telling me I had such a bad day, beating themselves up. I can't do this because they got 6,000 steps. But again, if we look back at this literature, 6,000 is actually a great day. Sure, should we strive and push ourselves to more? Sure, 100%, right? But all rally, 7,000 steps is actually enough to unlock the majority of health-related benefits, right? Even 4,000 to 5,000 steps a day is significantly better than being sedentary, okay? And what matters most is being consistent, not being perfect, right? I talk about this during our strength workouts all the time. It is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, decade after decade, right? So what are some good ideas to maybe go from 3,000 to 5,000, 5,000 to 7,000? One of the few things I always love to mention is take some calls, walking or pacing back and forth, right? Everyone thinks that we need to go outside. Sure, I love going for walks outside, but I pace back and forth on phone calls or during commercials of sporting events or TV shows. Setting in a 5-minute alarm or setting an alarm every 90 minutes where you go move your body for 5 minutes, whether it's in a stairwell or just back and forth in your house or maybe it's in your garage. Some simple ones is parking further away when you go to the grocery store, Target, Walmart, wherever that may be. Setting a to-do of going out for a walk after every single meal. Maybe it's pacing back and forth while you're brushing your teeth. And maybe it's just the addition of one short walk every single day added to your calendar. Maybe that's right after work or right before work. Just remember, you don't need to, I would say, live on a treadmill to be healthy, but do you still need to find ways to move your body to be healthy? Yes, yes, yes. So, moral of the story should be a sigh of relief. Main thing is that majority of our health-related benefits happen from 0 to 7,500 steps. If you move your body 10,000 steps, great, but I would say a majority of your health-related benefits come from that magic number. At least that's what this research is telling us right now.